Hi, I'm Wendy, and today I'm going to give you some tips on strategic planning for your presentations. So, setting clear objectives is the cornerstone of strategic planning. It's extremely important. It's the guiding light that will shape your content, your delivery, and your overall presentation strategy. So, let's have a look at why it's important, and then I'll give you some tips on how to go about doing that. So, the first thing is that it gives you focus and clarity. So objectives provide focus, ensuring that your presentation stays on track. It doesn't meander and it doesn't wander off in crazy directions. It doesn't deviate into things that are totally irrelevant to what you're trying to achieve. So clarity in your objectives helps your audience understand the purpose of your presentation. Audience engagement. So when your objectives are clear, it can help you resonate with your audience's needs and interests. When your audience understands what to expect, they will be more engaged and more attentive and more receptive to your message, and that is what you want. Content relevance. So, objectives act as a kind of filter, if you like, that help you sift through vast amounts of information, getting you to the point where you're focusing in on the information that is absolutely relevant to the needs of your audience and will make the greatest impact as well. So this will also prevent information overload and keep your presentations nice and concise. Measurable outcomes. So well-defined objectives are measurable. So they allow you to assess the success of your presentation by evaluating whether you have achieved your goals or not. Measurable outcomes provide valuable insights also for future presentations. Now, here are some tips for you. I've said this before, I'll say it again, know your audience. It's no use preparing an absolutely stunning, beautiful, outstanding presentation, delivering it, and the audience don't quite get it. Doesn't seem to resonate with them, doesn't seem to meet their needs or interests, doesn't seem to gel with what they're wanting to get out of that. So know your audience, know their needs, know their knowledge level, and know their interests. Tailor your objectives to align with what your audience actually cares about. This ensures that it will resonate with them. Be very specific. Vague objectives are going to help nobody, okay? So they'll lead to very ambiguous, very confusing presentations that won't achieve what you hope to achieve. So be very specific about what you intend to achieve. For example, if it's a general objective like inform the audience about climate change, change that to a more specific objective. For example, explain the causes and effects of climate change on local ecosystems. So you see the difference? You've gone from being quite broad and a little bit vague, too generalized, to something that's much more specific and more measurable. Align with your overall goals. So ensure that your presentation objectives align with the broader goals that you have, or the broader objectives of the organization that you are delivering to. This alignment will lend purpose to your presentation and reinforce its relevance. Consider the desired action that you want your presentation to have, the impact that you want it to have. As I said before, what is it? Are you aiming to persuade? Are you aiming to simply educate or entertain or just inform people? So whatever it is, you need to really consider what type of action you want your audience to take after that, whether it's making a purchase or supporting a cause or changing a particular view or opinion. Your objective should lead to specific, actionable outcomes. Prioritize your objectives. So if you've got multiple objectives, and no doubt you probably will have for your presentation, I think it pays to prioritize them. Work out which ones are the most important ones, your key objectives, and then you can look at the other ones that are less important after that. Identify the primary objective that forms the core of your presentation. Secondary objectives should support and complement the primary objective. Use SMART criteria, SMART. So remember, S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for relevant, and T stands for timely or time-bound. So apply these criteria to your objectives. Create a very compelling opening. So, your opening, it should be something that grabs people's attention, it hooks them in, and it sort of keeps them wanting for more. Reinforce your objectives throughout. Seek feedback at the end as well. So before finalizing your objectives, seek some feedback from some trusted colleagues or mentors, or even potential audience members as well. So their feedback, their perspectives will help you perhaps refine your objectives a little bit more and ensure that they will resonate more effectively. So I hope you follow those tips. Understand that it's very important to have clear objectives. You can strategically plan your presentation. You can ensure that it's focused, that it's engaging, that it's relevant, that it resonates. And I think if you do that, you'll be successful.